I just got back from the craziest 30 days of my life. I'm talking 7 countries, countless cities, and more memories than my phone has storage for. I'm still buzzing from it all and honestly, a little bit jet-lagged. If you've ever dreamed of dropping everything and just going on a massive adventure, then you're in the right place because I'm about to spill everything. I'll tell you how I planned it, what I packed, the incredible highs, the hilarious lows, and whether I'd ever do something this insane again. So, where did this crazy idea even come from? It started, as most brilliant plans do, as a late-night joke with a friend. We were looking at a world map, pointing out all the places we wanted to see. Suddenly, the joke wasn't a joke anymore. We asked ourselves, what if? What if we actually tried to do it? The idea took hold and wouldn't let go. A month later, we had one-way tickets booked and a very rough, very ambitious itinerary. The plan was simple. Start in Western Europe and see how far east we could get in 30 days. No luxury hotels, no rigid schedules, just a backpack, a rail pass, and a serious case of wanderlust. Our first stop? The romantic streets of Paris, France. We landed in Paris bright and early, dropped our bags at a tiny hostel in Montmartre, and immediately hit the streets. You see the Eiffel Tower in pictures, but nothing prepares you for seeing it sparkle in person for the first time. We spent 2 days fueled by croissants and espresso, getting lost in the Louvre, walking along the Seine, and just soaking it all in. Pro tip: wake up early to see the iconic spots without the massive crowds. Seeing the sunrise over the Sacré-Cœur with hardly anyone around was a truly magical moment. Paris was the perfect, dreamy start to our adventure. But we couldn't linger for long. A high-speed train was waiting to whisk us away to our next country, Switzerland. From the bustling city of Paris to the serene landscapes of the Swiss Alps, the contrast was breathtaking. We based ourselves in a small town called Interlaken, nestled between 2 stunning turquoise lakes and surrounded by snow-capped mountains. This was the adventure portion of our trip. We went hiking on trails that looked like something out of a postcard, and even braved paragliding over the valley. I'm not going to lie, I was terrified. But soaring through the air, with the entire alpine wonderland spread out beneath me, was a feeling I will never forget. It was pure freedom. Switzerland taught me that sometimes the most rewarding experiences are the ones that push you way out of your comfort zone. Next up, we were headed south to the land of pasta, gelato, and ancient history, Italy. Italy was a whirlwind of culture and carbs, and I loved every second of it. We started in Rome, and it felt like walking through a living museum. The Colosseum, the Roman Forum, Vatican City. It was surreal to stand in places that have existed for thousands of years. We tossed a coin in the Trevi fountain, making a wish to return, of course. Then we took a train to Florence, the heart of the Renaissance. The art here is just on another level. Seeing Michelangelo's David in person was genuinely moving. And the food. Oh, the food. We ate our body weight in fresh pasta, pizza, and gelato. We left Italy with full stomachs and even fuller hearts, ready for our journey eastward to Austria. From the vibrant chaos of Italy, we arrived in the elegant city of Vienna, Austria. It felt like stepping into a different era. The city is filled with grand imperial palaces, beautiful opera houses, and charming coffee shops. We spent our days exploring Schönbrunn Palace, pretending to be royalty, and wandering through the historic center. One of the highlights was attending a classical music concert in a small, historic church. The acoustics were incredible, and it felt like such an authentic Viennese experience. We also made sure to indulge in the local delicacies, like Wiener Schnitzel and Sachertorte, a rich chocolate cake. Vienna was a classy and calming stop, a perfect moment of peace before we continued our rapid journey to the vibrant capital of Hungary. Budapest was a city of 2 halves, Buda and Pest, split by the mighty Danube River, and it completely captivated us. We explored the historic Buda Castle on one side, and then dove into the buzzing nightlife of the Pest side. One of the absolute must-do experiences in Budapest is visiting one of its famous thermal baths. We spent an entire afternoon relaxing in the warm, healing waters of the Széchenyi thermal bath, surrounded by beautiful neo-Baroque architecture. It was the perfect way to soothe our travel-weary muscles. We also took a night cruise along the Danube, seeing the Parliament building and all the bridges lit up against the night sky. It was simply spectacular. Budapest felt young, energetic, and full of history, a combination that was hard to leave behind. But our next country, the Czech Republic, was calling. Our train ride to Prague felt like we were traveling back in time. This city is a fairy tale come to life. We crossed the iconic Charles Bridge at dawn to avoid the crowds, watching the statues emerge from the morning mist. We wandered through the maze-like streets of the old town square and watched the astronomical clock strike the hour. The entire city feels enchanted. We climbed up to Prague Castle for a panoramic view of the city's 100 spires. It's a view that will be etched in my memory forever. The city has this incredible bohemian vibe, and it was so easy to just get lost and discover hidden courtyards, quirky shops, and cozy little pubs. Prague was our last stop in Central Europe before heading to our final destination, a country known for its rich history and resilient spirit. Poland. Our final stop was Krakow, Poland, a city that left a profound impact on me. The main market square is one of the most beautiful in Europe, bustling with life. We explored Wawel Castle and learned about the legends of the city. But the most significant part of our time here was a day trip to the Auschwitz-Birkenau Memorial and Museum. It was an incredibly somber and emotional experience. Walking through the former concentration camp is something I can't fully put into words, but it's a powerful, necessary reminder of history. It was a heavy but important visit that put our entire trip, and life in general, into perspective. Back in Krakow, we spent our last evening reflecting in the charming Jewish quarter, Kazimierz, which is now full of vibrant cafes and art galleries. It felt symbolic of the city's resilience and rebirth. So, 30 days, 7 countries. Was it worth it? Absolutely, 100%. This trip wasn't just about seeing famous landmarks. It was about the people we met in hostels, the conversations we had with locals, the challenges we overcame, and the things we learned about ourselves. Traveling this fast is intense, it's exhausting, and it's not for everyone. You have to be willing to embrace the chaos, sleep on overnight trains, and live out of a backpack. But the reward is immeasurable. You see so much of the world and learn to be incredibly adaptable. My biggest takeaway? The world is so much bigger and more beautiful than you can ever imagine, and people, for the most part, are kind and welcoming. If you're thinking about taking a big trip like this, my advice is simple. Just do it. Don't wait for the perfect time, because it will never come. Start saving, do a little planning, but leave room for spontaneity. The best moments are often the ones you don't plan. It will challenge you, it will change you, and it will give you stories to tell for the rest of your life. This trip was the craziest, most challenging, and most rewarding thing I have ever done. And yes, to answer the question from the beginning, I would do it all again in a heartbeat. Where to next? I'm not sure yet, but the world is waiting. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more adventures. See you in the next one.